Hi guys, and welcome to another video. So recently there's been a lot of Fast and Furious news, so I thought today I'd just go over some of the Fast and Furious news and just talk about the future of this franchise and where I'd like to see it go. So first of all, we do have Hobbs and Shaw coming out in summer this year. Now I have to admit, I'm really excited for this. I think the cast is absolutely brilliant. I think The Rock and Jason Statham had some really great moments in Fast and Furious 8, and I feel like I'd love to see that dynamic explored further. I think that's a really interesting pairing and I'd really like to see where it goes further. You also have Idris Elba in there, who will of course give an absolutely fantastic performance. Overall, he's brilliant at playing villains, and I'm really excited to see where this film goes. It's also directed by the Deadpool 2 director, David Leitch, who also co-directed the first John Wick, and yeah, that makes me excited because I really like Deadpool 2 and I really like John Wick. So he's a fantastic director, especially in terms of action. So yeah, this movie's shaping up to be brilliant. I have no reason to doubt this will be great. So beyond Hobbs and Shaw, there will be Fast and Furious 9 in 2020. I'd really like them to keep these movies coming at least every 1.5 years, because it's going to be a 3-year gap between Fast 8 and Fast 9, and fair enough, if they want to do 3-year gaps, that's fine, but I would like to see spin-offs in between those, a bit like Star Wars, but instead of every year, every 1.5 years. I think that would be good, because I don't think anyone really gets tired of this franchise, because it's just action fun. You cannot really go wrong with a Fast and Furious movie, so I don't think people would mind seeing them every 1.5 years. In terms of Furious 9 and beyond, I really don't think Jordana Brewster should come back. I think once Paul Walker died, it really made sense for her to exit the franchise after Fast and Furious 7, and I think her coming back just really seems like the actress wanting more paychecks, and I think it really does undercut it. I don't care in what way you do it, they'll probably find some crappy excuse for her to come back, but I honestly really don't think she should, because Paul Walker's legacy should always remain part of this franchise, and bringing her back kind of ruins that legacy, which is a real shame to me. There have also been talks of a female spin-off in terms of spin-offs. I think this idea sounds interesting, I think I'll be up for it, but the female characters in Fast and Furious, fair enough, there are quite a few of them, which could make for an interesting movie, but they don't seem to interact with each other, so therefore I don't think these actresses will have enough chemistry with each other to carry a film. But you know, there are no details on this, no director, no nothing. It might not even happen, it's just a rumour. So I think overall I hold judgment, but I think this might not be the best idea, seeing as the female characters don't actually interact with each other that much. A spin-off that hasn't been rumoured that I would personally really like to see would be a Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris and Ramsey spin-off, because I think all those three talk to each other a lot, have some great dynamics together. I think the love triangle element could create some really funny moments, and then you've got a lot of the hacker elements, and then Tyrese can give a little bit of action into the film. I think that would be really fun. I think also for the franchise going forward, The Rock Vin Diesel beef needs to be sorted out. I think in Fast and Furious 8 it was really noticeable that the characters just didn't interact, and it's affecting the franchise. It's just two men with two big egos that can't really get it sorted, and they really do need to get it sorted, because honestly, I don't want it to be affecting the franchise going forward, because that was a real bummer on Fast 8. Also, I don't want to fall into a trap of villains. Fast 6, the villain survives and comes back as a hero in a later entry. Fast 7, the villain survives, comes back as a hero in a later entry. We've already been set up that the villain from Fast 8 is alive and will probably come back, and I really don't want to set up a villain trope for this franchise. But yeah, Idris Elba can survive, because goddamn I love Idris Elba. So those are my thoughts for the future of the Fast and Furious franchise. What are your thoughts? Please leave them in the comments below. Please like, please subscribe. I'm happy to have a chat with anyone in the comments, and thank you for watching.
And if you're not already subscribed to the Nerdy Brit, right, you should be, right? If you're not, you're a loser too.